Day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
Prescott's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The numbers for Zeke from last week, very, very strong, well over 100 yards.
He should get the ball early and often here, too. I mean, when you're riding the performance of last week into this game, his confidence level has to be off the charts. Go ahead and keep feeding him.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
A give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The tackle by Avante.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is Elliott.
Prescott.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Brought down behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Here's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score.
Ezekiel
Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one, a 13-play drive in total, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. The numbers for Sanders last week, 16 carries, 74 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up third.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An Eagle first down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the 16.
Wentz to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Prescott from the gun. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Brings up second and 5.
From the 41, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
14.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35.
Complete.
10 more there and another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Draw play, Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Prescott now. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ramsey. A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
On first down, Haywood. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dallas.
Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Eagles 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jalen Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Cowboys.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A tackle by Quincy Williams.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
The 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Prescott to throw it.
2nd and 7.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
14, Eagles 7.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders and the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A game there of 30 big ones.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the red zone now, Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14, Eagles 10.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they cannot punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 29-yard line.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think he should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Brings up 3rd
Elliott.
and inches.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40.
This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
First down throw for Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
11 on the play.
To throw is Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to the ground with Elliott. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Prescott.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now Prescott. The quick slant caught. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Prescott on the keeper.
Dak Prescott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good.
A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wins to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Sanders, a 7-yard pickup, brings up 2nd and
to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is good.
The field goal is,
and that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score, Cowboys 21, Eagles 13.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we head off to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. Josh Jacobs, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. The Panthers trying to finish that one off and claim victory. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from the gun. It's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Zach Ertz. That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Wentz on the draw leaves it for Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the...
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Sanders again.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Defensive end, Marcus Lawrence applied the heat. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick is good.
The field goal is good.
And that'll get the lead down to 5.
Cowboys 21, Eagles 16.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Prescott's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They go to Elliott again. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Prescott yet again. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down.
Prescott from the gun.
At the 7-yard
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
Cowboys 24, Eagles 16.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
At the 31-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Elliott, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Anthony Walker. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ramsey. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
Prescott.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
With the gift.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal.
For the field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will bump the lead up to 11.
Cowboys 27, Eagles 16.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
It's 3rd and 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Parker, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Miles. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They need a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Miles Sanders.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Brings up
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Prescott.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Ezekiel.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Dallas. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Wentz now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
7-yard line.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10.
Again, it's Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route.
Wentz's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 15 yards on the play. First down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Wentz to throw again. Sanders has it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First down and goal to go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
At their own 22-yard line.
So now Wentz and the Eagles down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Cowboys,